All right, let's just give you the settings that I'm using here. At oh, this guy's cool. Look at the old dude with the baseball cap on the bus. Sometimes you find these crazy characters here. Oh my god, it's so cool. I love this place.
Alright, following up last week's video, today I've got more street photography action for you. The first part features a third-person perspective, and I think this footage was filmed back in May when I still was rocking my old flash setup that I've replaced since then, but of course you know that already. So I would say without further ado, let's jump right into the action.
One advantage is here you can get extremely close.
Sometimes it can get almost too crowded, which can be a downside. However, it's generally easy to get close to people without drawing a lot of unwanted attention.
Oh, this guy's cool. Look at the old dude with the baseball cap on the bus. I want to photograph him. I just had to photograph him. He was just so cool. It's probably not the best photo in the world, but hey, if you're not trying, you've already lost, so.
At some point, I spotted a monk and thought he was talking on the phone, holding it between his shoulder and his head. It turned out I was wrong.
So today it's not super busy. On a scale from 1 to 10, 1 is like empty and 10 would be super busy or crazy. Today I would say it's like maybe a 6, maybe a little less. Oh, look at that, look at that. Do you see that girl? Usually when it's super busy, things are a little bit harder because sometimes you cannot get through because there's just so many people.
The third-person perspective offers a great view of people's reactions. I realized I was doing exactly what was written on that guy's shirt, getting closer.
So this is what I love about Chinatown, because you never know what to expect. You can see some very ordinary things, but sometimes you see a lot of extraordinary stuff and some very weird stuff. So that's the best part about this place.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
It's just what I said, you know, sometimes you find these crazy characters here. Oh my god, it's so cool. I love this place.
You often see girls here having their photos taken, and some of them have clearly had cosmetic procedures done. While people can do whatever they want, I find it a little sad to see, to be honest.
All right, let's just give you the settings that I'm using here. At right now I'm shooting at f11, 1/30. If it's a little bit darker, I go down to 1/15, and ISO 1600, and my flash is set to 1/16 power, so it's pretty low. Yeah, that's pretty much the settings that I'm using, and I'm using zone focusing. And right now I'm focusing, or my focus is set to 0.7 meters because I want to get some close-up shots. Okay, let's get a shot here.
Alright, when I returned to Bangkok last October, I wanted to test out my new flash setup on the Q3. I used the Godox V350, which is basically or very similar to the TT350, but it features an interchangeable battery pack. The battery lasts a long time and has worked really well for me. I've been also using the X3 flash trigger since I think last 6 months or so, and it has proven to be very reliable. Since there wasn't a Leica version available at the time, I opted for the Panasonic version, and it worked perfectly fine. The only thing I can't use is TTL, but I wouldn't use it anyway. In the menu of this flash trigger, I switched to the legacy mode so that only the middle pin on the flash trigger is active. This effectively makes it a fully manual flash trigger, exactly what you would want for street photography. If you're interested in learning more about using flash for street photography, check out my video course. It covers everything you need to know, and the link will be in the video description. At this stall, they were handing out free cans of what looked like some kind of soda. If you look closely, you'll notice the dog only has one eye. Similar to the guy with the eye patch I saw earlier, I have a habit of photographing people, or in this case animals, who have something unusual about their eyes. There was a large video setup which I believe was connected to a projection on the wall across the street. I'm not entirely sure what this was about though. Speaking of eyes, these men didn't have patches, but judging by their appearance, I think they were blind. Up until now, everything you've seen me filming outside was filmed on this guy here, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Let's see how this DJI Action 5 performs in low light. Action cameras have come a long way, and it's incredible to see how much better this one here is in low light compared to older models or even some newer cameras released in the last year or two. But don't just take my word for it, see for yourself. Initially, I wanted to photograph the guy petting his dog, but he stopped and picked the dog up instead.
Cup. Nice dog.
Suddenly, two ambulances got stuck in traffic on a narrow side street. I'm not sure why they went that way, but it took them far too long to clear the way. Most of the traffic was pedestrians since this area is usually packed. This is the wall they were projecting onto from across the street. I think it was for a new shop opening.
ครับมาร่วมงานส่งความสุขท้ายปีครับผมที่การท่องเที่ยวมาเก๊าประจำประเทศไทยจัดขึ้นครับเพื่อเฉลิมฉลองครบรอบ 20
What a cool character. Luckily, you can find plenty of interesting people like this one here in Chinatown.
Very special ให้ทุกคนได้รู้จักนะครับวันนี้เป็นครั้งแรกเลยนะครับในการ
Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Next time I'll be coming to you from a very different place, a place I've never been before. I'm packing my bags right now, as you might be able to see in the background somewhere. And by the time you'll be watching this video, I'm already there. So I can't wait to share it finally with you. And yeah, see you very soon in a very sunny and warm place. Until then, auf Wiedersehen.